Hey, what's going on? Doing another cooking video. It's been a while since I showed any kind of cooking. Me and Christina have been working really hard to eat healthy. Watching calories, I've done many things to actually lose weight, but if you exercise well and you watch how many calories you take in, you can't go wrong. So, what we're doing today is spaghetti and meatballs, but the catch is there's no meat and no pasta. So, how are we going to do that? Spaghetti squash. I know a lot of people are familiar with this, and a lot of people are not. This is part of the winter squash family, and basically once it's cooked and you kind of pull the meat out of the vegetable, it mimics pasta in its shape. Not specifically its flavor so much, but it's a great pasta substitute, a lot lower in calories. So me and Christina are going to split this. I'm actually going to weigh it, because this is going to go in the microwave. Very easy to do. And Christina, can you see that from here? What's that say?
About 2 pounds.
About 2 pounds. About 10 minutes in the microwave. And what we want to do is poke some holes in it. So I'll get that in just a second. So that's going to be our, our pasta. Is basically a vegetable. As far as the meatballs, all right. Let me just say this before I even show you. I love meatballs, and I have no problem making a real meatball. And I suggest you try this as well. But honestly, I was really curious to try these. These are some vegetarian
meatless meatballs.
Yeah, meatless meatballs. That makes no sense at all. We also saw meatless barbecue chicken wings with no bone.
But they're shaped like little legs.
Yeah, it's just like vegetable paste shaped like a chicken nugget wing. It was weird. Anyway, I'm usually really against this stuff, and it is very overpriced. This was $5 for some meatballs. We got some ground beef and some breadcrumbs. I could have made a lot more of that for $5. But anyway, I want to try it. I've had vegetable or garden patties, and they're delicious. Can't think of the brand right now, but anyway, I've had some vegetarian food before. That was really good. So I just got this for curiosity. So we're going to see what these are like. These are 140 calories for a serving, and a serving is 6 meatballs. So it's a substantial amount of meat, or, filler, I guess, to give it that meatball feel. Because I love spaghetti meatballs, but I haven't had it in a long time. So anyway, enough about that. But we're going to just sear those in a pan, not adding any butter or anything to it. So by the end of this video, I'll tell you how many calories this meal is between both of us. And we're going to try it and tell you what we think. But basically, meatballs with no meat in it, pasta that's not pasta, and
we didn't skip on the sauce.
Yeah, we didn't skip on the sauce. This is a lower calorie, not super low, but just a quick marinara. This one is 80 calories for half a cup, and we're only going to need 1 serving each. Half a cup of sauce should do us just fine on our servings. So all I'm going to do is pierce this. By the way, using some new kitchen cutlery for a while now. To review this, I got a case block. I love my cold steel kitchen set, but it has moved on to my parents. My parents didn't have a proper kitchen cutlery set, so I passed it on. It was a good excuse to try something new. So I have a block. You'll definitely see a review on this in the future. So far, I'm loving it. Plus, they sell a couple pieces on its own. A couple interesting kitchen additions as far as the cutlery goes, which I'll show you. But anyway, all I gotta do is get a microwave bowl. A microwave bowl? What did I say? A microwave safe bowl. All right, I'm losing it. And take your squash and just pierce it. Okay, you're gonna pierce it in a lot of different sections. Actually, you know what? I am going to grab a different knife. Because I want something more acute for this. Very tough skin. Alright, so just pierce this. Alright, all the way through. A bunch of times. Alright, this is going to let some of that steam out so it doesn't build up inside. Now, by the way, this is the paring knife that came in the set. It's very acute and pointy. I actually got a separate paring knife for some other action, because I don't always want such a lean blade. But as far as this is concerned, this will work just fine. Alright, so once again...
You have to go all the way to like the center?
No, you just pierce it in past, there's like a thick wall of skin here. Alright, as long as you get through there, you're fine. And this should be enough. Basically allows the inside to steam. Yeah, exactly. Otherwise you can build up pressure in there. Alright, so again, this weighs about 2 pounds, so in the microwave, it's going to be about 10 minutes. Alright, so that's all we're doing now. Popping this in the microwave, and then I'll get back to you when I throw these in the pan. And we might have to try one before the meal is actually done. Alright guys, our spaghetti squash is in the microwave, still rocking. All I did was brown this with a little bit of cooking spray, which is 0 calories. Or is there a couple of calories in there?
It says it's there for every third or second spray. So
Alright, well,
probably 1 or 2.
Alright, fine, 2 calories. Alright, so all we do is brown this. We're just going to add our sauce right to the pan. It's going to help cook the meatballs a little bit. Even though they're already cooked, technically we're just warming them. But this will heat our sauce, so we can pour hot sauce and meatballs on top of our squash as soon as that's done. Alright, so Christina's measuring out 1 cup of sauce. That'll be a half a cup, so we're splitting everything directly down the middle. That'll be 1 serving. So it's going to go right in the pan. Perfect. Turn the heat down a little bit. Okay. By the way, if you guys have never tried, this is not the one from TD, but these ceramic pans. Muy bueno. Very nice. See, the sauce is flipping around. Nothing sticks to this stuff. It's great. But you still have to use spray, keep in mind. We had a white one, and I made the mistake of taking, because nothing...
Especially if you're cooking on super high heat.
Exactly, yeah. So. Nothing stuck to it, like, at all. So I figured, nothing will ever stick, and then... eventually I put some stuff directly on there. And
pretty much, if you're going to be cooking chicken, normally you'd have to, in a normal pan, you'd have to use about 3 tablespoons or more. To brown the chicken wise, you'd have to use a lot less with those pans instead.
Yeah. So anyway, there's our sauce, our meat, everything should be good. By the time this is done, we got a little under 2 minutes left on the squash. I'll pop that out. This will just, I'm going to keep on super low, just keep it warm. I'll show you how to prep this. Alright guys, fresh out of the microwave. You'll feel that it is much more tender. Obviously it's screaming hot, so you might want to let it cool down for a little bit first. But I'm just going to basically cut this long ways. Okay, right down the middle. Careful not to let that steam get you. Alright, I want to show you the inside of this. Let me zoom in a little bit here. There are seeds in here, so when you first, you gotta let this cool a little bit more. I'm actually going to use an oven mitt. But you want to scrape out the seeds from the middle. Alright, once I clean this up and take the seeds out, I'm going to show you how to basically, you're pulling this with a fork, almost like pulled pork. And it's going to be long strands, just like spaghetti. Alright guys, pulled the seeds out. It's just like a pumpkin. When you cut a pumpkin open, it's going to be a little stringy in there. Just pop all the seeds out. You can discard them. Alright, so now, we'll put this back in our bowl that we prepared it in. It's still a little hot. Take a fork, alright, and basically, just start pulling lengthwise, and you're going to see it comes across or comes out in these stringy pieces. Now a portion here is a little bit harder. It just means it's not tender yet. You can actually scrape this and then put that piece back in the microwave to tender up the rest of it. Alright, but the soft parts you're going to pull out in strands. Alright, and it mimics pasta. So I'm going to put this all in the bowl. I get all the meat out of both of these halves. Alright, so everything's done and on the plates. The total calorie count is 374. Is that right?
Oh, if you were to add about 6 more meatballs?
Yeah, we have 3 meatballs each, so it looks like a normal portion. But you can have, 6 more meatballs each, and it would be 374 calories. So it is lower in calories, and it's vegetables. It's literally all vegetables right here. So let me give mine a little try. Actually, I'll dig one of those meatballs. Very curious to see what that tastes like. So, little meatball,
oh, it's great with sauce.
Pasta. Here we go.
It's very good.
But it just so happens that timing-wise, Gus just hacked something. So of course I take a little bite. You all hear bleh. That was Gus. This is fantastic.
Absolutely delicious.
Let me try just the meatball.
This is great. I wish I had offered this in a restaurant because I never heard of the spaghetti squash until you told me about it. But
well, the meatball by itself, I think it's delicious, but not a meatball whatsoever. It doesn't, I mean, when the sauce is covering, it might mimic it a little bit. But it has the same flavor and consistency as like the veggie patties and stuff. It's a little mushy and stuff, but the flavor is really good. It's not like, oh, that's a delicious meatball, but that's a delicious whatever it is. So I'm down with that. Actually, let me get some of just the spaghetti squash. Let me try that. So, move my hand out there. Really good flavor. So, Christina, what do you think?
I love it.
Yeah, pretty good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so there you go, guys. Let me get one more piggy mouthful. Oh, I'm talking my mouthful, sorry. That's it. Hopefully, guys, it gives you an idea. Try something new. Trust me, if you're freaked out by the fake meatball thing, please put real meat in this. This is still a much lower calorie spaghetti meatballs by using the spaghetti squash.
It's also a good way to trick kids, too.
What's that?
It's a good way to trick kids.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want your kids to eat vegetables, serve them this. Oh, you'd have a pretty dumb kid to think it's pasta. But they might eat it. You slather sauce all over there, give them a couple big meatballs, and it might be good to go. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Feel free to share recipes or, tell people where they can find recipes like this if you're trying to eat more healthy. A little at a time. That's how the world works. So, once again, have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.